All right, everyone, we are going to talk about how to complete our Map and Graph Skills mini map lesson. Before we get started, I want you to know that the steps are included right here, and I want you to do these things in order just to help make it easier on yourself for how to do the work. But before we get started on the paper, here is how you're going to find the resources that you need to be able to do the work. So first, I want you to go to the main Kent School District website. That website is kent.k12.wa.us. I'm going to hit enter so it takes us to the home page. When you get to this page, you're going to hover over the Teaching and Learning tab and then down to the Digital Tools. I'm going to go ahead and click that button. When you get to the Digital Tools page, you are going to scroll down underneath the Student Tools and you're going to look for Savvas Realize, and you're going to click on it. Savvas Realize is our new social studies curriculum. When you click on it this way, it's going to take you and log you in exactly how you need to be. So when you get to this page, what I want you to do is navigate to the Home Room tab. When you find that, you're going to click this little triangle, and it'll pop something below, which is the My World Interactive Grade 5 Building Our Country Social Studies curriculum. Go ahead and click on that. It takes a moment to load, but once you are here, if you see things below in this orange, it means that those are things from previously, like last week, that were assigned that are not yet finished. I do want you to do those things. But for this particular activity, the Map and Graph Skills lesson from today, you are going to click on Map and Graph Skills, Interpret Cultural Data on Maps. And it should say due October 26th. Go ahead and click. Once you are here, it's going to load a page that looks like, on your end, this. You will see three things. You will see student e-text, interpret cultural data on maps. You'll see a video, and you'll see a social studies quick reference. What we're going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and start us with that video. And if you want to see the words as they're mentioned, go ahead and click on the closed captioning. And here is the video.
It was so cool to see that video about Native American art and dance. You know, my dad was telling me about a tribe he knew a lot about, but I forget the name. He bought a DVD about them.
Was it the Iroquois?
No, that's not it. I think it's a tribe in the Midwest. Which tribes are from the Midwest?
Well, this map should tell us, since it's actually called Native Americans of the Midwest.
Awesome. So how do we figure out which tribes are where?
Check out the key. See? The green means that the areas are part of the Midwest region.
Oh, I get it. And the little buildings show where there were trading posts. And the slanted italic letters are the names of tribes.
Yeah, take a look. It looks like the Iowa tribe was from Iowa. Wow, what a weird coincidence.
That's not a coincidence. The state must have been named for the tribe. And the same in Kansas. See? It was named for the Kansas tribe. And the Missouri tribe was in...
Oh, I see. The state of Missouri was named after the Missouri tribe.
My dad bought the DVD in Michigan. This map shows a tribe called the Potawatomi. Aha! I bet he was talking about the Potawatomi tribe.
I wonder why the state of Michigan isn't called Potawatomi.
Look at the name of the lake next to it. I guess it was named after the lake.
Oh, right. And according to your dad's DVD, the name of Lake Michigan comes from a Native American word too.
All right, when you finish with that video, you are going to go to the next thing, which says Social Studies Skills Quick Reference. And basically all that is instructions on how we're going to do this assignment. It says, interpret cultural data on maps. Cultural data are facts about the way people live. Interpreting or making sense of cultural data on a map will let you find the different ways in which people live, or cultures in an area. You can learn a lot about the people of a region when you follow these steps. Read the map title and find the name of the region shown. Read the map key. The key explains the symbols and colors used to show each cultural feature on the map. Look at the map, find the area of each cultural feature shown in the key, and then now figure out what the map tells you about the region it shows. So those are just basic instructions. What we're going to do next is we are going to highlight the most important page in order to complete this activity, which is the e-text, Interpret Cultural Data on Maps. When you click this link, it takes you here. And there, if you notice at the very top, there's a quick introduction.
Map and graph skills. Interpret cultural data on maps. Many different American Indian cultural groups lived in the Americas before Europeans arrived in the late 1400s. They all had their own culture or way of life. When you examine data on maps, you look at the map key or legend to help you understand what you see. Colors, shading, and symbols on a map help you to interpret or understand the information that it shows. What does the legend tell you on this map? Look at the geographic features on the map. These also can help you interpret information. For example, what can you interpret about American Indian groups that lived on the coasts or near lakes? You could determine that living near water affected their way of life. It likely influenced other resources they used in their environment to survive.
All right, now our
American Indian cultural groups.
All right, now our first question is, what does the legend tell you on this map? Now, the cool thing is you can write this down on the paper I gave you in class, or if you prefer, you can type your answer right into this website and I will also receive it there. Now, before we can answer, what does the legend tell you on this map? We have to look at our map. Now, our map title is American Indian Cultural Groups, and then I can see in the bottom right corner here, there is a legend. Now, this legend appears to show us the color scheme of the different regions of these Indian cultural groups. So what I'm going to say in my notes is the legend on the map highlights the different regions across the United States where these American Indian cultural groups could be found. That is what I think the legend is used for. And I'm going to go ahead and close it as soon as it is saved. Now, the next important piece, and this is what the paper copy is that you have, is we're going to use the PDF to complete this activity. Now, when I open that PDF, you should be able to see this in your own page. It looks like this. That question that we just answered is also on your paper. So if you prefer to write that down on your paper, please feel free to do so. Now on the back of that paper that I gave you, there is a second activity. Let me see if I can scroll down. I'm going to go ahead and move to the next thing. Let me see here. Okay, our second question is locate and circle these American Indian cultural groups on the map, and then choose one group that lived near a body of water and one that did not. So what you're going to do is you're going to look for the Pueblo, the Iroquois, the Huron, the Crow, the Navajo, the Creek, the Hopi, the Algonquin, the Lakota or Sioux, the Chinook, the Nez Perce, and the Pawnee people, and you're going to circle it on the map on the paper copy that you have. You're going to circle the name of these cultural groups, and then when you've done that, you're going to choose two groups. One group that lived near a body of water, that could be the Pacific Ocean, the Gulf of Mexico, the Atlantic Ocean, or any one of the Great Lakes. And then you're going to choose one group that did not live by water, and you are going to write in the space provided about how their environments affected the way they lived. If you live by water, what is your life like? What are you eating to survive? If you live in the Great Plains where there are not a lot of mountains or water, what kind of life are you living and what resources do you need to survive? You're going to choose those two groups, one by water and one that's not, and you're going to write about their environments and how it affected the way they lived. And then the very last part of this assignment is in the table provided, there's a section that says woodlands, a section that says plains, a section that says Pacific Northwest, and a section that says Southwest. Your job with the groups listed, again, Pueblo, Iroquois, Huron, Crow, Navajo, Creek, Hopi, Algonquin, Lakota, Chinook, Nez Perce, and Pawnee, you are going to choose what region this map says that they are located in and match it to the table provided. Good luck!